also co-chair of our campus Alternative Transportation Committee, which has played a big role in bringing about today's celebration of the new Silver Streak stop at Cal Poly Pomona. And we're just so excited here. And so we wanted to have a celebration. And it's a wonderful day for a celebration. The weather is smiling on us, and so let's celebrate an achievement that has taken a lot of years and a big team effort to accomplish. And so we want to acknowledge some folks today. We have some distinguished guests with us. I want to first give a shout out to my co-chair of the Alternative Transportation Committee, Mr. Danny Wu. And the other members of our Alternative Transportation Committee. I think Dr. Yuri is here, and Dr. Vallejo. And anybody else from the, Dr. Beck, thank you. Wonderful to see you. Yes. And so it's just great to have everybody here today. I think today's accomplishment would not have been possible without the work of Danny Wu, and I just want to, acknowledge that he's been the day-to-day nuts and bolts of getting this to happen. And so I just want to personally thank you, Danny, for all the work you put into this. There's a lot of moving parts to make this happen, and so just really appreciative of that. This Silver Streak stop is part of a campus master plan that wants Cal Poly to be a multimodal campus in which students can access higher education with affordable, sustainable transportation alternatives. And so this is a really big step in a three-part partnership with Foothill Transit that includes a class pass program for all students, a free class pass for all Foothill Transit buses, including the Silver Streak, to help students defray the cost of transportation to access education. This Silver Streak, which offers us fast bus service to LA in the west and Montclair in the east, and finally, in the future, a new state-of-the-art mobility hub that will be part of an effort to chart a new direction for campus transportation. And so today's step is really a big part of that. I want to thank you all for being here. And as part of making that happen, I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Doran Barnes, who is the Executive Director of Foothill Transit. Doran has been part of this process from the beginning, and I want to thank you personally for being there every step of the way in partnership with our campus as we make these changes that are going to benefit our students. So I want to thank you very much, Doran. Doran attended a conference that we hosted here at Cal Poly Pomona in 2016, and where we spoke about this vision that we're seeing come to fruition today. And I don't know if you remember, Doran, but I told you that day that a university is like a big ocean liner. It doesn't turn on a dime, but we do turn. Okay, it takes time, but we do turn. And so I also want to take a moment to acknowledge someone who was instrumental in helping put together that day's conference, who is not with us today. And that is my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Rick Wilson, who taught for many years in the Urban and Regional Planning Department here at Cal Poly Pomona, and who many of you know was a guiding light for the vision for this. And so I want to take a moment to just recognize that he would have been here today, and We took the Silver Streak together in 2019, and we took it from LA, and we both were saying, I can't wait for us to be able to take this bus to campus. And so as I was taking the Silver Streak in this morning, I was thinking of my friend Rick. And I think he's smiling wherever he is. And so our band, the Mariachis de Bronco, has a short tribute to Dr. Wilson.
Vice President for Government External Affairs. Again, President Coley has unfortunately lost her voice, but she didn't want to miss today's event, so it's my honor and privilege to deliver these remarks on her behalf. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to recognize Mr. Coley, Lieutenant Coley, Ron Coley, who's also with us today. He's President Coley's partner and one of our most committed and steadfast Bronco advocates. Before we begin, I want to first acknowledge the horrific shooting that occurred over the weekend in Monterey Park, not far from here. Many in the Cal Poly Pomona community live in that part of the San Gabriel Valley and are mourning today. The families of the victims are very much in our thoughts and prayers. We stand ready to provide support to anyone in our campus community who have been impacted by this unspeakable tragedy. Though we are shaken, we are united in our determination to proceed with today's event, hopeful that such a positive event as this may uplift our spirits. Thus, I am thrilled to have the honor of welcoming the Silver Streak pilot service to Cal Poly Pomona. This is the first time in our history that we've had a rapid transit connection to campus. It will provide more frequent and reliable transit service for the thousands of students, faculty and staff, and visitors who come to campus daily. This service, along with the ClassPass program, is a major step forward in improving easy access to campus and achieving our sustainability goals. We are committed to addressing the high cost of transportation for our students, which can be a barrier to achieving their educational goals. Data from the ClassPass program, combined with strong support from ASI leadership, shows a strong demand for Silver Streak service on the campus. And the location of the Silver Streak stop, right here in front of the Student Services building, brings people to the heart of the campus. The Silver Streak offers fast, frequent, and reliable service for people who commute between Montclair and downtown Los Angeles. And it will help connect our students with work and internship opportunities, as well as cultural and entertainment options. I also want to recognize our partners at Foothill Transit, and especially CEO Doran Barnes for his support of this pilot program. We look forward to our ongoing partnership that is sure to make Cal Poly Pomona a leader in the region and the California State University system in terms of offering more affordable and sustainable transportation. I also want to thank and recognize our co-chairs of the Campus Alternative Transportation Committee, Dr. John Lloyd and Danny Wu, our Executive Director for Transportation and Planning, who helped spearhead this important initiative. Lastly, I'd like to recognize Supervisor Hilda Solis, Mayor Sandoval, and Councilmember Preciado for joining us today. Thank you so much.
To be honest, I think this is one of the special times where I really appreciate this campus, Cal Poly Pomona, because it's days like this that I recall as a student and living here on campus, the beauty that surrounds this area, the San Gabriel Valley, Pomona Valley, and all the richness that it surrounds us. And it isn't just the aesthetic or environmental, it's the people, it's the students, and it's the faculty and staff and the communities that come together, the elected officials, that really make this place go. And I personally want to thank Foothill Transit riders for having faith in us, and now this dream that was spun a long time ago is now going to be here and as a pilot program, and it will become, I believe, institutionalized without a doubt. So I can't wait to see the ridership peak. I know it will. I want to thank our president, Soraya Coley. I miss you. I haven't seen you in a while. I think the last time I was here, we were at the pumpkin patch, and we were giving out food to the needy in the area. That was maybe 2 years ago. But Cal Poly is very special, as was mentioned, not just because I was an alumni here, because of all the things that I have learned since I left Cal Poly, and how important and integral you are to our transportation system, those individuals, the academics, the students, and people that are helping to work with us at the LA County Board of Supervisors, but not just that, as a Metro board member, and knowing how important it is to collectively work with all of our partners to expand that net. I want to say safety net, but maybe it is a safety net, because you think about it, that bus is going to be helping students and people that otherwise may have a hard time in getting here and completing their education, having access. Lord knows that traffic is back now. So, I mean, this is going to be a speedy way of recovery. It's also addressing our climate change issues that we all have to address. But more importantly, I'm a staunch believer of the system that provides help to those that need it the most, and that's the students. And we have been championing that now for the last couple of years, along with then Mayor Eric Garcetti and our board, and also our mayor who sits on Metro. I'm so proud that we have a representative from Pomona sitting on the Metro Board Director, and that's Mr. Sandoval. So I want to thank him. Today we're going to witness this pilot program, the new Silver Streak. I've already seen it in operation, but you guys have the prize, a double-decker. Boy, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome for us to start here. And it's going to service students and drop them off right here in front of the new, I guess, student union. Is it the union? Student services. Okay, student union was way over on the other part of campus when I was here. But it's spectacular, and there's so many beautiful things that are occurring here on this campus. I could stay here probably the whole day just exploring and thinking, reminiscing about when I was a student here. And it has changed for the best for all of us. So I just want to say, keep up the good vision that you have for the future. Those that came before that helped to plan this out, and those that are still here, and especially the students and the faculty members. Think big, think futuristic, and think about how we can improve our transit system for everybody. So yes, we have a multitude of students that are going to use it, but we also should be allowing for our community residents that need to come visit Cal Poly, or that are coming back and forth from the eastern part of the San Gabriel Valley. That to me is most important, and creating good jobs around it, by the way. and thinking about how we could get our students more engaged, because this is one of the premier universities. I have several staff from Cal Poly that serve my office now, so I need you to know that. So I thank Cal Poly for doing their fine work. I have 2 scrolls I'd like to present very quickly, and I apologize if I have to leave because, as you know, I represent the city of Monterey Park, and as was stated earlier, we have some challenges there that we're addressing. So please keep in mind the community and your students here that come from the area, because they may need someone to talk to. They may need a helping hand. They may need to know that somebody cares. And if that's the message I could leave, that's one that I will ask you to do. So first of all, I'd like to ask Cal Poly Pomona, our president, and our lead team, our 2 chairs, I believe, that could come up and receive this. So I'll put it on Mr. Wu as well. You want to grab that? and grab hold of it. And if you look very quickly, you're going to see this, the line, the foothills. Yes, there you go. We captured it.
Good morning. Before I say a few words about this, as my good friend Kyle Brown texted me this morning, who's a professor here at Cal Poly, but also a proud Pomona resident, took the Silver Streak in this morning, and in his text he said, "This is a game changer." And so I think many of us recognize how important this is. I do just want to take a moment to acknowledge the tragedy that happened in Monterey Park. We are part of this community, a part of the San Gabriel Valley, and just want to express our thoughts and prayers for the Monterey Park community, victims, families. As all of you know, education is the most reliable vehicle out of poverty. And when transportation becomes a challenge for working class youth, first generation students who perhaps cannot afford a car, perhaps don't want to pay for a car payment and all the environmental issues associated with owning a car, is to be able to have access to reliable transportation is so critical. And this means so much to the Pomona community. Because as you know, in the region, Pomona is a working class community. We have a lot of first generation students. They rely on our system. So now that we have a bus that comes right on campus, I don't know how we're going to document it, but it will change lives. And it will create opportunities that perhaps didn't exist. And perhaps it'll create opportunities for our kids to not have to think about one more barrier, which is transportation. The other thing I would just say is that it's so important, anybody who's traveled the 10, the 57, the 60, the 71, is the traffic and the challenge it takes to get to campus and the environmental impacts. And now that we have a bus that comes right here, right in this, I would argue, in fact, it's not even argument, this is the most beautiful Cal State campus in the system. This is truly a beautiful campus. And for Pomona, we feel so honored to have this university in our city. And so we thank you. And just lastly, I want to thank Doran. Doran, I want to thank you, and I want to thank the Foothill Transit Board and the work that you do. I want to thank you, Dr. Coley, for your work as well, and also to Dr. Lloyd and to Mr. Wu. Thank you for your work. But I just want to say that who I really want to thank more than anybody is our students. It's important that as public servants that we listen to the people who are most impacted by the decisions we make. And our students spoke and said, this is a service that we need on our campus. And so I want to thank all of you. My thanks truly goes to the students for the work that they've done to make this happen. Have a great rest of your day, and thank you.
President Coley, distinguished members of the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and distinguished friends and guests, good morning. It is indeed my honor to be here as chair of the Foothill Transit Board. I want to acknowledge all of my fellow executive board members, some of whom aren't able to join us this morning, but Vice Chair Corey Moss, Member Becky Shevlin, Member Cynthia Sternquist, and Member Gary Boyer, who is with us this morning. Thank you for being here, Gary. On the Foothill Transit Board, I have the great privilege of serving in Cluster 1, which are the cities of Claremont, Laverne, San Dimas, Pomona, and Walnut. And I also want to acknowledge my colleague who serves on the governing board from Pomona, Victor Preciado, for giving me the honor to have this privilege to serve this morning as chair. This is a very exciting moment for us. I know I speak for all of our staff. It has been almost 20 years, well actually 20 years almost to the day, since our buses ran to the heart of the Cal Poly campus. And so we are so grateful to be able to have our buses back. We pride ourselves, Doran Barnes often says, on being on the bleeding edge of things, and I know our staff works very hard to have the best of technology, and that's why we're very proud this morning to be able to highlight the first electric double-decker bus in North America, which is a part of the Silver Streak line. But also our staff, before others were talking about it, I want to acknowledge our staff. They came up with the idea of a class pass program because it was very important to us to build ridership by instilling in young people the idea of riding the bus, to build the next generation of riders. We lost a couple of generations here at Cal Poly not being able to be here at the heart of the campus, but we are so grateful to John and Danny and President Coley for all of your great work, and all of the Alternative Transportation Committee members for your work to help us get back here on campus and to be able to provide this service to your students. So again, thank you so much for this opportunity. This will now provide the Broncos the opportunity to travel to Montclair and Los Angeles and points beyond. And we hope we'll serve many, many students in the years to come. Thank you very much.
Again, thank you to everybody who has helped put this together. I think what really shows is how it takes a lot of people coming together and putting this move forward to our students. I mean, announcing that you guys got started in 2016. I guess I should be lucky to have such a, I am lucky to have such a great advocacy group that has started and set so many great stones, plus our leadership, Doran Barnes, our mayor, President Coley, and everybody else, because I was elected in 2018 soon after onto Foothill Transit, and they already have it all straight and planned out, and I get to say, yes, let's write it, and encourage others to write it. So thank you, everybody on our staff who puts these things together. Having the Silver Streak come to the heart of the Cal Poly campus is just going to be so much fun. I've ridden here with my bicycle, I've ridden here with friends. Now I can't wait to ride it here with the Silver Streak bus, especially on top. I want that front view. I want that front. I'm also excited to give a little bit more details about the class pass because we've mentioned it a few times here. But just so you know, it will bring you here, but it also gives you access to 39 other Foothill Transit lines. So you can go anywhere to and from 22 other cities in the region and transfer points from there on. The Silver Streak service can also help expand opportunities to students, giving them seamless commute to internships, jobs, and interests anywhere in the LA area. Specifically in downtown if you want to go there, but my choice, and I know Mayor Sandoval's choice, that we would really encourage you, of course, is to check out the connections into the city of Pomona as well. Hey, eat, work, play, shop there, and of course to all of our San Gabriel Valley Foothill Transit cities. I look forward to seeing the many positive outcomes of the Silver Streak. Very already aware of it today. And of course, to our employees, our drivers that put in that work every single day, thank you very much. You're much appreciated.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Like I was told, my name is Eliza Ortega, and I am this year's ASI president. Happy spring 2023. It's the first day of the semester, so what a great way to kick off our semester than by having this today. It is my honor to be here speaking this morning to everyone as a monumental moment for the Cal Poly Pomona community. As it's been said, it's not just for the students, it's for the faculty, for all those in the CVP community. The opening of this Silver Streak stop represents change in our higher education institutions as we look for greener and more accessible means of transportation. Silver Streak has created a safer and more consistent mode of transportation for our community, stepping towards a more inclusive CPP. and a future where higher education is accessible for all. For years, we've prided ourselves here at Cal Poly Pomona at having an innovative spirit, so the Silver Streak Shot should serve as a reminder of the type of institution that we are. I would like to take this moment to thank everyone that has been involved, because it takes a mountain. You know, we built a whole village here, and this was a lot of work, so it's so great to be able to see all this come into fruition. And I really want to thank the students, because the students utilize their voices. I'm just representing them. Students come and they give us their opinions, and you get to see this now in 2023. We have this new resource for students, and I just want to thank everybody. I'm proud to call Poly Pomona my home. Thank you.
3, 2, 1.